Okay, here is a chart of EOS, and I want to emphasize something, and I think this chart with EOS and the BTC, a pair of EOS, could give a good exemplification of that. So here we have, just to do a little bit of a review update, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had targeted 275. It exceeded that. So I'm going to relabel this like that. Just raise the 5. Simple. For those of you who are or who have viewed my tutorials, and I strongly recommend that you view these tutorials. But if you've also viewed the tutorial on buy and sell setups, now these tutorials are all listed at the very end of every blog I post. And I would recommend very strongly that you take a look at these. Okay? So if you can read this, this will explain what I'm now going to go through with you here. When you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subwaves. And in that video, I clearly show how one can do a profit taking at the end of 5. Because what happens, once, even if you didn't know where the end of 5 is, once you knew 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the price rises above the wave 3, it's time to start taking profits, if you want. Because after 5 waves, Elliot wave states that there will be a 3-wave retracement. Just like this. And some of you might be looking at this freaking out, thinking, oh my gosh, there's going to be a crash. No, this is not a crash. This is a healthy correction. When you have such a bullish setup like this, cup and handle that broke out, you're going to get a correction. Maybe as low as $1.85 or so. Okay. But see, as a technical analyst, you really have to be able to see the forest from the trees. If you focus myopically on this, it's going to be painful. So what I'm saying is, let's take a look at this again. We have 5 waves. Those 5 waves become subwaves to a higher degree 1, wave 1. This ABC will become subwaves to a higher degree wave 2. So if I have 1, 2, what's next? 3 is going to be up. And I can assure you that 3, if this is correct, 1, 2, that 3 is not going to be lower than the prior high here. It'll be much higher. Do you see the forest now? So be not afraid of corrections. They're very healthy for you. It's like a person who's very overweight, and the physician says to that person, you might want to try what's called intermittent fasting, where after dinner, you don't eat again for another 12 to 16 hours, preferably 18 hours. So you eat at 5 p.m. or 6 or 7 p.m. You wait until the next day at around 12, 1 or 2 p.m. That is intermittent fasting, and at first it's not pleasant, but it's good for you. It decreases your glucose, and your blood sugar level goes back to very normal, and you no longer become insulin resistant, and then you start losing weight, and then you start feeling better. Your joints don't ache as much. A person who just focuses on the discomfort of intermittent fasting will lose full perspective of the benefits of that, because that person is not seeing the forest. Someone who's purely and only focused on this correction is losing perspective of the forest. So here now is EOS BTC. The thing is, it hasn't even finished this bowl. So let's look at this. This is way more advanced. EOS BTC is going to go up. Now, if Bitcoin is going to correct faster than EOS, then this will go up, in my opinion. Then this is then the catch-up phase. So again, if Bitcoin is going to correct, and I think Bitcoin will correct, and I'll have an evening update in a bit on that, then the EOS to BTC could be going up. And it could finish this cup and handle. And once this is cup and handle, everything will start rising again. That's what I think. Why? I can't say it enough except almost beat people over the head on this. Bonk them over the head. In an environment of this type, I find it very difficult to see anything like really crashing. In an environment of this kind of bullishness, in the altcoin environment, the speciation of altcoins, I find it very difficult for it to just crash. Not yet. The crash is coming, but not yet. And what a beautiful bullish setups all of these altcoins have. And amidst this bullishness, I can't see Bitcoin crashing. Correcting, yes. Healthy correction, yes. But a crash? I don't think so. That's why I keep saying BTFD. So I think now is the time. Look, Bitcoin's been going up very nicely, now it's correcting. The altcoin USD pairs have been going up very nicely, now they're correcting. Now the altcoin BTC pair is going to go up. Everything is phasic, non-phasic, phasic, non-phasic. Between 2, then when you have 3, it becomes no different. If you're looking at a stop line, you're turning left, and you see 2 cars in front of you, they also have the left blinker on. Initially they blink asynchronously, and as you stare at them both, you'll see them that they're overlapping, and they become phasic, in phase, and they start blinking together a few times, and then they segregate off again in their cycles. Now, let's say you saw 3 cars in front of you. Same thing's going to happen. Together, the 3 of them will have a point of overlap of being phasic. So the 3 is what I'm representing as the third one as the BTC pairs. The first one Bitcoin, The second one, altcoin USD pairs, and the third one, altcoin BTC pairs. Now it's their chance to rise, I think. So I just wanted to share this with you because I had noticed and been pointing out consistently that BTC is way behind in the price progression compared to the EOS USD pair. So here's the EOS BTC pair, very behind, and now they're going to catch up. So let's see if that actually happens. All right. I hope this has been helpful, and the evening update is coming. Hold tight.